structure paste is much more available and affordable than modeling paste that we use for textured art. And so often I get questions from you about the paste that I use and the ability to use something else like putty compound, fillers, joint compound, and stuff like these. So I wanted to try that for you so that you don't have to. And this will be a series of videos trying different types of pastes and giving you my opinion as an experienced textured artist. So in this video, I'll use texture paste to make different types of textured art like petals, flowers, using stencil, making arches, using color because that affects the composition and the drying process. And also I'll show you the results after drying, which is where the challenges begin. You might have cracks or you can't sand it or whatever. So keep watching to check out these results. Now I started with the most challenging one, which is the petals that are overlapped. So this requires thick applications, and usually here's the challenge that the paste must not crack on the overlapping point where the petals meet. So I'm just making some flowers and petals that I usually do with modeling paste, some few designs to test it out, and I rate this paste in terms of the ease of use, the result after drying, and the price. For the ease of use, I'd say it's fairly easy to use this paste to shape the petals. It's not runny and it holds the peaks very well. And it's not usually that stiff and it doesn't contain lumps, but it was sitting on my shelf for so long, so that's worth mentioning. Now with color, the paste usually can become more challenging to work with if they are runny because they'll become more liquidy. And if you are using soft body acrylics, then the mixture will become softer and softer, and thus it's more challenging to make petals and flowers using that. So for this paste, I used soft body acrylic paint and it was still very easy to shape the petals. I can load the palette knife, the paste stays on the palette knife, it holds the shapes and the peaks nicely. But still the most challenging part is after drying. So in case you're using a lot of paint, even with the very good paste brands, they may crack after drying if it's soft body acrylic paint. So I used a reasonable amount of paint. Now I know some of you want to make like the arches and textures with this type of paste that's not floral artwork. And in this case, it doesn't require like thick application. You just have to be mindful not to use too much. And then using the tools to make the arches or the shapes that you want, you can just easily shape this paste. So that this review covers all type of working with textures. I'm using here a stencil to see how it will look like. It looks so beautiful, but let's see it after drying. The results are so interesting because you can see the cracks, but just in the thick applications. So for the stencil one, it's so beautiful, no cracks, no gaps. For the one like arches and the wavy lines, it looks fine, but the surface is very rough. But you can still color it when it's dry. And it can be sanded for smoother look. Now taking a look on the thicker applications, you can see some cracks on the overlapping petals, in between the overlapping petals, and also I noticed gaps in between the surface and the petals themselves. So as you can see, they can peel off the surface easily. This is not the ideal surface that I'm using, but I tried it also on a canvas and it can easily pop off. Also, they can break easily. So if you apply a little bit of pressure, you can see that the paste breaks easily. It's more like chalk. And this is something that usually we easily avoid using a flexible or light modeling paste. So it dries hard and it's prone to mild cracking. So overall, you can use this paste for thin applications or for practice because it's more affordable, it's easy to use, but it's not an artist grade paste that you can use for artwork that you're making for customers or for thick applications. I hope you find this review helpful. Please let me know your opinion in the comments down below. And if you're watching this after the whole series of reviewing textures and modeling pastes, you'll find a downloadable PDF file in the description box. This will summarize all my reviews for the pastes. See you in the next review. Bye!